Hey, how's it? Yeah, it's me, it's I again. This time, I'm talking about uh, what are the characteristics that geniuses actually had. But before I go into that, actually, it makes sense that before you start thinking of excelling in maths, before you start thinking of being a genius, maths genius, that is, you gotta first discover yourself. You better understand yourself, where you stand mathematically and how where you want to be. So just like starting a company, okay, you got to ask yourself like, okay, what are the goals? What is it that I want to achieve? Do I want to be a 90% or 100% student? Do I want to be an A plus student? Do I want to be a B student? It's up to you really to set your target, and then you work towards it. That saying that says if you aim for the stars, if you miss them, you'll land somewhere, pretty good. So yeah, set the bar high for yourself. So now, to discover yourself, I believe there's so many tools and questionnaires and self-analysis stuff that's out there on the internet and books and everything. So yeah, you can do an introspective search and see that where you stand. To say, for example, when the teacher teaches in class, do you listen? Um, when you're presented with the problem, are you someone who gives up when the going gets tough? Are you they're like a personality, your traits, because you first have to understand yourself before you can actually say, this is where I want to be. You have to work with yourself. You have to work on your psyche. You have to work on your attitude. You have to work on your mind, before you move on. Yeah. So I'm a firm believer that everybody can do maths. Everybody can do maths on condition that they've been trained. You've been trained to actually think, to think as like a problem solver, to think like a maths genius, to think in a logical manner. I mean, you can't run before you can walk. You can't be 30 years before you're 20. I know that's a lame example, but yeah, it's the truth. So you gotta first of all understand yourself. Once you've understood yourself, then you can say to yourself, okay, now I'm getting onto the journey to actually achieve in maths. So understand yourself first. That is the key to mathematical success. What is your attitude towards maths? What is your attitude towards the teacher and the subject in general? That's what's important. That's the most important thing, exactly. After that, when you understand yourself, then you start, working on your belief, to say, okay, I believe that I can make it. Once you've got faith, hope, and belief, and the work ethic to actually succeed in maths, then I tell you, you will succeed. So I'll get onto the properties, the characteristics, the traits that the geniuses had in the next video. Right now, I thought it was really important for me to just mention that gotta know yourself before you try and be that which you wanna be. Thank you.